Good shot.
Show him.
Cheers.
Pot, Liam.
Oh!
Andy,
Yeah,
quick, Josh. Don't get me full. Don't get
yeah, we'll do, yeah. We'll do.
Right, as you can see there, I'm having a cardiac arrest. Let me tell you now, every 1 in 956 people will suffer from a cardiac arrest. What I want you to know is this: do you know how to deal with it? No? I suggest you watch this video right to the end, because this could save lives. So golf mates, this video is about a genuine story of what's happened in our golf mates Facebook group. A lad called Christopher was playing here with another golf mate called Robert, and on that Friday afternoon he suffered a cardiac arrest. How did you meet Christopher?
We met on the Golf Mates Facebook group. Somebody posted that they'd moved to the area and wanted some golf mates to go and play golf with. Both myself and Chris put that we were members at Longridge. I'd never met Chris before, and we organised a day out, and the 8 golf mates came and played up here at Longridge. On Thursday the 6th I got a message off Chris asking if I wanted a round Friday afternoon at Longridge. So on Friday I got all my work done in the morning. I worked for myself, so shut the doors. So I met up with Chris on the first tee around 2 o'clock. We had a round, we had a laugh, chatting about work and family. Then on the 18th tee it was just going dark. So halfway up Chris took his second shot. I took my second shot, I turned round, and that's when it happened. His eyes rolled, he just went limp and he went flat on the floor. I went down, I listened for a breath, I couldn't feel a breath, his chest wasn't rising, so I started CPR. And then I looked up at the clubhouse thinking, right, I need somebody. I had a couple of shouts, realised there was nobody at the clubhouse, or nobody about. So I put him straight into recovery position. I ran up the hill to my bag to get my phone, ran back down. I was doing chest compressions again for 21 minutes, definitely, as I was on the phone to the ambulance service. I saw a shadow up near the clubhouse. I shouted and whistled for help. Sarah came down, got about halfway to me, and I was shouting, get the AED, get the AED. She ran back up for the AED, and then she came back down the hill with Mark.
Dashed down down the fairway with the defibrillator. Robert was in full swing at the time. Unbelievably frightened. I just wanted to run away, but you realise you can't. You've got to carry on.
The AED shocked Chris once. It analysed him 4 times. Sorry. The second time it shocked Chris. The ambulance arrived after the next 2 times of analysing. Sarah ran up to meet the ambulance service. I was carrying on with CPR, and I was moving from CPR to the AED, and then I asked Mark to carry on with CPR, and then the paramedics took over.
I took over some of the compressions. I did some breathing as well for Robert. It was an emotional moment. The emotion has been phenomenal, really.
Right, the reason for this video is this man here, a real hero. Him and Robert are the real heroes of the world who doesn't get recognised. This is David Sullivan from Heart of Angels.
Correct.
You're here now, we're going to teach you CPR, aren't we?
We are.
David, tell the audience who's watching, please share this video around and watch now, because what is the next 5 minutes?
I don't do this to anyone, but I'm going to do this to you. I am going to beg you to watch, because this is not the most important 5 minutes of your life. This could be the most important 5 minutes of someone else's life. And unless we learn this, you're going to be a watcher. We want you to be a doer. We want you to get the stats up from, in the UK, we only save 7% of people who go into cardiac arrest. And by you watching this, we can try and get those stats up. You're all golfers, you all love your friends, you all love the people. You now see that Liam's here. We've got to work out what we're going to do. We've got to see if he's gone into cardiac arrest. And the way of doing that is by going through a process called Dr. ABC. We don't want to start doing CPR on him. If I start pumping his chest and he's just having a sleep or he's had a drink, he's going to give me a donk. So we've got to do this process. D. D is for danger. We've got to make sure that there's no heavy machinery, nothing's going to fall down, no electricity touching him. We're not going to be in danger. We've got one casualty. We cannot afford to have two.
Right.
R. R is for response. We've got to see if he's responsive. We're going to do that. We're going to put his ears. Liam, Liam, can you hear me? Liam. People of our age often wear hearing aids. So shout in his ears. Liam, Liam, put his shoulders. Really try and get him. He's non-responsive. A is for airway. We've got to check to see if he's breathing. Your tongue is a big muscle. Unlike what your mother told you, you can't swallow it. If you go into cardiac arrest, it goes relaxed and can block your airway to stop air getting into the lungs. So by doing that, I'm going to move his chin and his forehead in that position. And that gives us a nice flow to get into his lungs. B is for breathing. It's very important we check Liam isn't breathing. The side of your cheek is a very sensitive part of your body. We're going to put that on his mouth and we're going to put our hand on his chest. And with our eyes and the feel of our fingers, we can feel if the heart is beating. And we can feel the breath on our cheek. And we're going to stay here for between 8 and 10 seconds. You may feel a breath, which is what we call the agonal breath, which is the last gasp of air coming out the body. C. C is for compressions. We've now got to massage Liam's heart. We haven't got a defibrillator here yet. So to do that, we're going to draw a line across underneath his armpits to here. That is where we're going to go. And we're going to start by using the hard bit of our hand. We're going to put that on there. We're going to interlock and we're going to lean over. Okay, and put our weight there. And I've got to push down about 2.5 inches. We're going to break ribs. It sounds horrible. It is a horrible thing to do. But we have got to massage his heart. The heart is about the size of your fist. We've got to push down to flatten it like a pancake. When we release, it will fill with blood. When we push down, we will start to circulate blood around the body. What special substance does blood carry?
Oxygen.
Excellent, oxygen. So we can get about 23% of his blood to his brain. That will oxygenate the brain. The heart and the brain, after 4 minutes, they goes into a state called hypoxia. With no oxygen, the brain and the heart will die at a rate of 9% a minute, never to come back again. It is so, so important we start to get that blood flow around the body. So we're going to do that to the rate of staying alive, or Neddy the elephant. We've got to do between 100 and 120 compressions a minute to the depth of 2.5 inches. I don't care if you do 27, 33. We've got to be about 30 compressions and 2 breaths. We want to put oxygen in his blood system. To do that, hold on, we're going to pinch his nose, open up, blow in and back on compressions. Yep. 30 compressions, 2 breaths. Right. Oh wow, look at that. Somebody's bought a defibrillator. Fantastic. Right, let's get to work. Do not faff about, even if it's a lady or something else. We just get the scissors. We go up the middle. Do not try and take all the clothes and take clothes off of people. This is all about speed. We've got to get onto his chest. There we go. Perfect. Put the pad there and pad there. And what will happen, the pads will start.
Make sure that the yellow plastic liner is complete. No one should touch the patient. Analyzing. Shock advised. Stay clear of patient. Press the flashing orange button now. Shock delivered. Be sure the ambulance service has been called.
That's all there is to it.
Safe to
Get the pads on. It will talk you through it. It will show you what to do.
So that is how you do CPR. Now we're going to continue the story. So Robert, we're putting CPR on Christopher. Is he still here today? It's only one way to find out.
Hi, you alright?
Here's Rob. Here you go, you angel, mate. Hi.
Thanks, mate.
It's so nice. I know who you are.
Cheers, bud.
I need to ask you an autograph. I know your face, you.
Yeah, I'm good,
I'll put you through another day. No, this chap there.
Anything to get on camera.
I'm alright, couple of broken ribs.
We believe so, yeah.
I just felt them there. Hey, Josh,
to see you.
I'm alright. Brilliant. Bit man. How are you? Pat,
Nice to see you.
do you know, I was just thinking, there's only 2 golf things I watch on YouTube. Gary Player and you lot.
So did you meet Robert?
Through golf mates. We went on the chat forum on the Facebook, and then I had the idea of setting up a meet at Longridge Golf Club. So 8 of us turned up, and then Rob and I happened to be members of Longridge. So then I was going out, as I normally do at the end of the week, Friday, for a knock around, and I just do that ad hoc. So typically by myself, but because I knew Rob, I said, do you fancy meeting up? And that's how we were playing when I had my heart attack on the course. Through golf mates, so much though it beguiles me, I've got you, Liam, to thank for my life.
Not me, Robert.
Rob, I've got a lot of people to thank. I've got the people at Blackpool Hospital, got the people at Preston, I've got the people at the golf club, Mark and his missus. Fantastic response, and I'm only here because they knew what to do when somebody collapsed with a heart attack. At a golf course that's, in a rural area, so they had to sustain me for quite a while before the ambulance came. So a lot of people to thank, that's for sure. Rob, where are you, Rob? Rob, how can I say thank you? You've saved my life, literally saved my life.
Whether you're yellow, pink, green, black, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, we can save 20,000 people a year. Education, no drugs, education, simple. I've got to keep doing this, I can't stop it. I've had to look after their kids, their wives, and it's just amazing how that changed my life, that something so simple saved their son.